This is the Water Clock News. We give you
Shooting in Westmoreland, 1 dead, 2 others injured. The wanton bloodletting continued in Westmoreland with the shooting of 3 men, 1 fatally, while they were on their way home early on Sunday morning. The deceased has been identified as 36-year-old unemployed, Kevin Hamilton, of a Frome, Westmoreland address. Reports are that about 1 a.m., Hamilton and 3 other men were walking along the Georges Plain Main Road on their way to their respective homes, when they were pounced upon by 2 unknown assailants, who opened gunfire on them. When the shooting died down, it was discovered that Hamilton and 2 others had sustained gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital, where Hamilton was pronounced dead. And JTC bill will become law. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says despite his administration's struggle to implement the Jamaica Teaching Council, JTC, bill, due to wide-scale criticisms, it will be passed into law. Holness hit back at critics of the bill, arguing that it will bring order and form to the profession, as well as make teachers more marketable. It is before the Parliament now, we going through the process, it is being debated, but it is our intention to have that bill passed, he declared. The vow to implement the JTC bill was made by the Prime Minister at the Education and Youth Ministry's face-to-face town hall meeting dubbed Education, Time for Action, at the Jamaica College Auditorium in St. Andrew on Friday. Under the JTC bill, which is aimed at regulating the teaching profession, it is being recommended that persons found guilty of teaching without the requisite license should be fined some $500,000. The definition of a teacher, as defined in the bill, is also of much contention, as the educator must have completed a bachelor's degree in education or its equivalent, or, alternatively, the individual must have a first degree with a teaching diploma. But speaking last month at the Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, annual conference, its newly installed president, LaSonia Harrison, vowed to oppose the passage of the JTC bill into law, describing it as seeking to oppress JTA members. On Friday, Holness rubbished such suggestions from critics of the bill. We developed the JTC bill. It went through a long process of consultation. We reassured all the stakeholders that the bill was not intended to criminalize anyone, he indicated. It wasn't intended to take away the power of the teacher in the school or the classroom. It wasn't intended to overburden the teacher with regulations. It was about empowering the teacher in an orderly, structured way to give order and form to the profession of teaching, in the same way that there is order and form to the profession of medicine, the profession of nursing, the profession of accounting. That was the intent. Holness charged. Though admitting that there is still debate about the JTC bill, despite the government's assurances, he remained resolute in his stance of getting it implemented, noting that any opinion poll will show that he is the Prime Minister who has the capacity to get things done. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister insisted that the JTC bill will only improve the profession, making teachers more marketable. Once there is a system that can be standardized, our teachers become more marketable. But once there is a system that is also standardized, it would mean that standards are set, and once you set standards, you start to enter upon the conversation about quality, stated Holness. At bar in Westmoreland. Police investigators are searching for gunmen who shot and killed a man at a bar in New Hope, Westmoreland on Friday. The deceased is 25-year-old Shamar Hamilton, otherwise called Sasa, of Waterworks District in the parish. Reports are that Hamilton was at the bar with other persons, when gunmen approached and opened fire, hitting him several times. Hamilton was assisted to the hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The police are continuing their investigation into the development. More than 100 murders have been recorded in Westmoreland since the start of the year.
$10,000 for link with prisoner at police lockup.
A 19-year-old man was fined $10,000 after he admitted to breaching security and speaking with a prisoner at the Morant Bay Police Station lockup in St. Thomas. O'Neill Kelly, otherwise called Cow Boss, of Danvers Pen in the parish, appeared in the St. Thomas Parish Court last week. He was charged with communicating with a prisoner, to which he pleaded guilty. Reports are that late last month, Kelly was observed by the police in a restricted area on the police station compound where civilians are not allowed. Further observations revealed that the teenager was in the vicinity of the lockup communicating with a prisoner. Kelly fled after he was spotted by the police, but he was later apprehended. He was subsequently charged with the offense.
Extend curfew in Whitfield Town.
The curfew which was imposed in Whitfield Town in the St. Andrew South Division has been extended for another 48 hours. The curfew began at 6 p.m. Wednesday and will continue until 6 p.m. on Friday, September 9th. The boundaries of the curfew are as follows. North along Berwick Road from Waltham Park Road to Maxfield Avenue. East along Maxfield Avenue from Berwick Road to Alexander Road. South along Alexander Road from Maxfield Avenue to Waltham Park Road. West along Waltham Park Road from Alexander Road to Berwick Road. Persons are reminded that during the hours of the curfew, all persons within the boundaries of the curfew are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized in writing by the ground commander.
Wow, this is the Water Clock News. We give you